Hello everyone, Matthias Key here, coming to you from the year 2024, reading Ancient Prophecies of the Mahdi, the Book of Revelation as prototype for the Islamic end-time Hadiths. We reached a section titled Main Actors of the End-Time Hadiths. The parallel reference portion of this book will quote many hadiths that reference the end times. It will not be an exhaustive collection. However, you will find representative hadiths that include the meaning of most other hadiths that are similar. Let me introduce you to the main actors that we shall encounter. According to Islam, before the major signs of the end times, the Mahdi will appear. In Arabic, Al-Mahdi means the rightly guided one. The vast majority of Muslims believe in his coming, including most serious Sunnis and all religious Shiites. The Mahdi is considered to be the awaited savior of Islam. He is an end-time eschatological figure who will emerge after a period of great turmoil and suffering. He will be a devout Muslim, the leader of Muslims worldwide. He will invade opposing lands, win many wars, and will establish a new world order. Under his rule, there will be a great social transformation. All things will come under divine guidance. He will establish purity of the faith, bring true and uncorrupted guidance to all, and will create a just social order. The world will be free from anti-Muslim oppression. This will come as a consequence of the Mahdi compelling the entire world to become Muslim, either by persuasion, by war, or by conquest. The words of Muhammad in the Hadiths prophesy that the Mahdi will make a 7-year treaty with the Romans through a Jew of priestly lineage. Later, he will conquer Israel for Islam and will lead the faithful Muslims in a final slaughter of the Jews and Christians. The Mahdi will be loved by all the people of the earth. At the end of the 7 years, he dies. After the Mahdi appears, a great enemy will come to oppose all that he stands for. He will be known as the Dajjal. His full title is Al-Masih ad-Dajjal, or the Messiah, liar and deceiver. He will have miraculous powers. He will be blind in one eye, with the word unbeliever written between his eyes. He will claim to be Jesus Christ and be divine. He will be Jewish, and his followers will be the Jews. Interestingly, the Mahdi and the Dajjal do not appear in the Quran, but only in the Hadiths. This is even though they are the most important end-time figures in Islam. The third main character in the end-time Hadiths is Jesus. But Christians should understand that this Muslim Jesus is drastically different from the Jesus they know from the Bible. Muslims believe that the New Testament books were corrupted in their transmission, and that the versions of them validated by the Church are fatally flawed. They are taught this despite the degree of substantial purity of the New Testament manuscripts discussed in the previous section, when we presented the sacred texts of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. This is their rationale for putting forth a different Jesus. Jesus, according to Muslims, is one of the great prophets that Allah sent. He bears the honorific title of Messiah, as he does for Christians. But he is not in any way a savior for the sins of mankind, as Christians expect from the word Messiah. The Quran denies that Jesus was ever crucified, or that he ever experienced death. Instead, Allah miraculously delivered him from death. He later ascended into heaven alive. Since then, he has remained with Allah, awaiting to return to earth to finish his ministry and complete his life. The Hadiths that refer to him do not call him by the name Jesus, but rather Isa. Muslims occasionally will refer to Jesus by his English name for Westerners' sake, but the names that the Quran gives him and which most Muslims use is Isa al-Masih, or Jesus the Messiah, Hadrat Isa, Honorable Jesus, or Navi Isa, Prophet Jesus. Most Christians call him Jesus Christ, or Jesus the Messiah translated to Greek. Jewish believers in Jesus call him Yeshua HaMashiach, or Jesus the Messiah in Hebrew. To avoid confusion with Messiah Jesus of the Bible, whenever I speak of the Muslim Jesus, I will refer to him by another title they use, IsaIbnMaryam, or Jesus, son of Mary. This title emphasizes their belief that Jesus is just another man and is definitely not the divine Son of God. When Isa ibn Maryam returns, it will not be to restore the nation of Israel to the Jewish people. His mission will not be to save and deliver faithful Christian followers from persecution. Instead, Isa will return as a Muslim. Isa ibn Maryam will descend from heaven to join the army of the Mahdi. He will subordinate himself to the Mahdi and will lead the army in prayer to Allah. He will be the greatest Muslim evangelist ever and will oversee the institution and enforcement of Islamic Sharia law all over the world. He will kill the Dajjal, kill the Jews, and abolish Christianity. Then he will eventually die some decades later. There are also two supernatural actors in end-time hadiths. The main one is Allah, the God of Islam. Allah was revealed to the world by his messenger, Muhammad. Before Muhammad was born, his Arabic tribe, the Quraysh, profited from travelers who came in pilgrimage to their local shrine, the Kaaba, in the city of Mecca. It was a pagan shrine with idols of local gods of all the area tribes. Allah was the name of one of those gods, probably the tribal god of the Quraysh. Muhammad was born in Mecca to that tribe in the year 570. As a young man, his habit was to spend many continuous days in private worship to the God Allah. At the age of 40, he experienced a visitation by an angel, whom he came to believe was the angel Jibreel, the Arabic version of Gabriel. The angel conveyed to him the words of Allah and commanded him to commit them to writing. The angel made many such appearances over the next 23 years. These written revelations became the Quran. Muhammad became regarded as the foremost prophet of Allah. In his lifetime, he founded Islam as a monotheistic religion and violently spread the creed that Allah is to be worshipped to the exclusion of all other gods. He began the conquest of neighboring tribes and countries for Islam. The exciting new religion expanded to an even greater degree after his death. The black stone of the Kaaba became the holiest site of Islam. It is the most desired place of pilgrimage for all Muslims around the world. A pilgrimage to the Kaaba, known as the Hajj, during a Muslim's lifetime earns him or her merit before Allah. In the end-time hadiths, Allah takes direct action frequently. Allah sends and withholds rain. He sends a cold wind that causes death. He takes away Sharia law from the earth, then sends the Mahdi and Isa ibn Maryam to enforce Sharia everywhere through a final Islamic caliphate. He expresses his anger over sexual acts of adultery. Allah specially empowers the armies of the Mahdi to achieve their victories. He prolongs the times for battles and restores the power of Islam by crushing its enemies. Allah causes landslides to swallow his opponents and to punish the grossly immoral. He promises to take care of every Muslim. He commands them to behead their foes. He grants forgiveness of sins for Muslim soldiers in return for their participation in certain military campaigns that he expressly authorizes. He is directly involved in the defeat of the Jews. Finally, he is the one who revealed these future end-time events by way of the angel Jibril to his messenger Muhammad. He arranged for these prophecies of the end times to be transmitted as additional revelation by way of the Hadiths of Muhammad. The second supernatural character is Shaytan, which is Arabic for Satan. In my book, I will be making a distinction between the Islamic Shaytan and the Satan of the Bible. We shall see that the two are different characters. In Surah 38, 71-85, the Quran has the story of Al-Shaytan, or Iblis, the first of the Shaytans. He was a glorious creature made of fire. When Iblis saw that the newly created Adam was a mere man made of clay, he refused to bow to him. Therefore Allah banished him and the other devils from heaven to earth. Iblis swore revenge on Adam and his descendants. Quote, "By your glory, Allah, I will certainly mislead them all, except your chosen servants among them." That is Surah 38, 82-83. Allah then promised him to, quote, "surely fill up hell with you and whoever follows you from among them altogether." Surah 38:85. Elsewhere, the Quran speaks of the fulfillment of this promise. See Surah 26, 91-95. However, in the Hadiths that prophesy the time of the Mahdi, Iblis or Shaytan is mentioned sparingly. In the one notable reference, he appears to be the Dajjal's sponsor. The main showdown in the end-time Hadiths will occur between the Dajjal and IsaIbnMaryam. They are leaders of fundamentally conflicting belief systems. In Muslim eyes, the Dajjal is the Antichrist because he opposes the Mahdi, who is their Messiah. In this sense, it can be said that the Dajjal is the Islamic Antichrist. If you have found this video helpful, then please click the like button. I also invite you to subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when I upload new videos. Thank you for watching.